So I've been watching man-woman myth videos from years ago now to try and catch up on the work that I did in the area of men's rights in the world. And I've just watched a video now entitled "The Male Pill: A Paradigm Shift," and it concerns the hopeful introduction of a male reproductive pill equivalent to the female pill, and it will give men full control of their fertility, as women have had for many years, decades, I believe. And it is an incredible boost for families. It is positive for everybody because most men who become fathers are not doing so of their own free will. They have no control of when they become fathers. Only the woman has control. And it is wrong for this situation to be in place. And men should have control of their fertility, as the way women have had for many decades. So I've looked at this film again, and I'm very happy with the film. I think it is very accurate, very informative, and it was published in August 2020. It's had 400 views, and I'm absolutely amazed by this because it is a hugely important film to all men, and I can't understand why the view count is so low after so many years. It is an incredibly important film and addresses an issue which is vital for men to resolve. Men need to have a reproductive pill equivalent to the female pill. And I believe, I'm not a medical expert, but I believe controlling male fertility would be a much more straightforward process than female fertility. And so, in other words, a male reproductive pill would be more effective and be easier to create, manufacture, and distribute. It would be easier all around to manage a male pill, and it would stop unwanted pregnancies and fatherless children, and it would stop the abuse of men by women who force fatherhood on men. It's an incredible liberating thing to have a male pill, a male reproductive pill. But as I say, this film has only had 400 views in 2 years, and I find that absolutely amazing. It shows that men simply are not trying to improve the situation with family for themselves. They don't seem to be interested in getting freedom, control over their lives. It amazes me that men are not interested in liberating themselves from subjugation by women in the area of reproductive rights. It is absolutely incredible that men do not seem to have an interest in controlling their fertility. Men should have a male pill, and a male pill could be developed more easily than the female pill was developed. It is a simpler process to control male fertility than it is to control female fertility. Yet there is no interest in developing a male pill. It has not happened. So the question is why? Why has a much simpler medical procedure not been introduced? Why isn't there a male reproductive pill? And I think the reason is that society, people, some government agencies want females to have control of fertility. They do not want men to control fertility. And possibly the reason is straightforward in that there would be far fewer children born if men could control their fertility. Because most children born today, I would say most children born today, I don't know, but I believe it's most, are born without the father's consent. Either the father did not want a child, or he did not intend to go for a child when he was having sex. But pregnancy happened and he became a father. And it wasn't by his choice. And this is the way it's been for men for all of history. But men can have control of their fertility. A male pill can be developed. But the reason we don't have one is that there isn't pressure from men to produce one. Men are not marching for it. They're not urgently fighting to get the male pill. There isn't interest from men in the issue of controlling their fertility. Maybe it's because men don't believe it's possible, or they think it's the way it is, and it has to stay this way. It doesn't have to stay this way. It doesn't have to be a situation where only women control fertility. Men can control their fertility, and it means they can have sex as they want to without worrying about unwanted pregnancy. So if men need to get a male pill, and the only thing stopping a male pill happening is a lack of interest from men. No protesting, no marching. There was no interest from men in developing a male pill. And so that's why it hasn't been developed. If men were interested and demanded a male pill, then they would get one and it would happen. And it's only interest that is stopping the introduction of a male pill. And men are not interested in protecting themselves and controlling their destiny. And I think it is amazing and inexplicable why men do not want to control their fertility. So men need to wake up and insist on having a male pill. And it will happen because, as I say, it is easier to control male fertility than female fertility. So men need to demand it and we will have a male pill.